have emphasized before, we write essays to convince others. We try to persuade them. So what strategies do we use to persuade them? Are all persuading strategies appropriate? Unfortunately, writers sometimes use false strategies which look right but are false arguments, where the conclusion does not follow from the premises. Sometimes these strategies are called crooked thinking. Let's look at the following examples selected from an online encyclopedia. Strategy 1. Sweeping generalization. Argument. It is illegal for a stranger to enter someone's home uninvited. Firefighters enter people's home uninvited. Therefore, firefighters are breaking the law. Problem. The first premise is a sweeping generalization. It does not take into account what firefighters have to do. Strategy 2. Irrelevant conclusion. Oliver believes that humans can fly. Therefore, humans can fly. Problem. The conclusion is irrelevant because Oliver could be wrong. Strategy 3. Draws a conclusion from premises that do not support that conclusion by confusing necessary and sufficient conditions. Argument. When people have the flu, they cough. Taurus is coughing. Therefore, Taurus has the flu. Problem. Other things, such as asthma, can also cause someone to cough. Strategy 4. Incorrectly assuming one thing is the cause of another. Argument. I hear the rain falling outside my window. Therefore, the sun is not shining. Problem. The conclusion is false because the sun could shine while it is raining. Strategy 5. Temporal succession implies a causal relation. Argument. It rained just before the car broke down. The rain caused the car to break down. Problem. There may be no connection between the two events. The two events co-occurring is not an indication of causation. Strategy 6. Group more than one question in the form of a single question. Argument. Have you stopped beating your wife? Problem. Both answers, yes and no, are an admission of guilt to beating your wife. Strategy 7. Employ the same word in two or more senses. All heavy things have a great mass. Jim has a heavy heart. Therefore, Jim's heart has a great mass. Problem. Heavy describes more than just weight. In Jim's case, heavy describes sadness. Strategy 8. From each to all. All the musicians in a band, constituent parts, are highly skilled. Therefore, the band itself, composite item, is highly skilled. Problem. The band members may be skilled musicians, but they may lack the ability to function properly as a group. Strategy 9. Arguing from a property of the whole to each constituent part. Argument. This liquid is part of a nutritious breakfast. Therefore, this liquid is nutritious. Problem. Just because the breakfast taken as a whole is nutritious does not necessarily mean that each part of that breakfast is nutritious. The liquid may or may not be nutritious. One cannot think crooked and walk straight. From www.quotestardonkey.com. Are there appropriate persuading strategies that writers can use? Fortunately, the answer is yes. Try this. Look at the thinking strategies in Writing Tutorial 15. If you have any questions about the writing process, send them to Ask Dr. Otto at sponsorvillage.ca.